Actually go to very good
So
schools.
first of all, thank you for coming to my talk.
In Hong Kong.
Today, I'm going to discuss with you
They're all
about
church
AI impact on roads, decisions, workplace, how to stay ahead. Can anybody can't hear me? Does anybody can't hear me? Is my voice loud enough?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's get started. Okay, next slide. Okay, my agenda covers what's AI, what's Gen AI, and what jobs will be impacted by AI, and what's our opportunity, what job emerge from AI, and my advice to you is to how to upskill yourself in order to adapt the brave new world. And if I have time, I will take Q&A, and I will share the takeaway with you. So, a little bit about myself. My name is Kitty Hang. My background is predominantly computer science and technology. I gained my PhD from the University of Sheffield in 1999. And in the last 27 years, I worked in all sorts of projects in academic, central government, private sector. I think I need to stop here because I'd like to wait for you to finish your conversation before I can continue. Have you finished your conversation yet? So I can continue now. So in February, fast forward to February 2024, I published my first book. It's called Business Analysis in the Era of Generative AI. At that time, according to Amazon, my book was the first in the world combining business analysis and Gen AI. So I was quite fortunate. My book reached the Amazon #1 bestseller in computer science category and business skills category. So let's get started my core presentation. I think I don't have to explain to you what is AI. Basically, in a nutshell, AI is to mimic human behavior. So what is AI good at? AI is very good at handling big data and in a very short period of time and extrapolate the recommendation to the users, which beyond human capability. Apart from that, AI is also very good in pattern recognition, like facial recognition, and even tumor cells can be identified by AI, higher successful rate than the human doctor's eyes. Then, what is generative AI? Generative AI is basically part of the AI family under neural network, machine learning, reinforcement learning, deep learning, supervised learning, and supervised learning. And based on all these technology, then you have this generative AI. It means that on the top of doing things at the back, giving recommendation or data-driven decision-making, it actually generates content. So what kind of content it generates? It generates textual content, multimedia content, even computer code. And you have all these lead products like ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, Gemini, Perplexity, and Hugging Face, and all this. Marketing sector is the very early adopter of generative AI because it can improve their customer experience. It can generate really personalized bespoke content. So let's talk about AI adoption. You all know AI is here, but how many people is using it? Yeah, let's have a look. The stats. By 2030, 80% of humans will engage with AI robotic interaction on a daily basis. Boston Consulting Group has done a study that 15.7 trillion US dollars will be injected to the whole AI, generative AI market by 2030. McKinsey report, actually, now, 2025, they did this report in 2024. 1.2% of annual GDP will be added, contributed by just the generative AI market. Bloomberg also forecasts AI market, just the generative AI market, will inject 1.3 trillion, over 1 trillion pounds to the market. McKinsey also said 70% of large companies in the world, not in America, in the world, actually started using AI tools. You can see market growth projection, Bloomberg said 2033, 1 trillion pounds. Because there is a demand of AI, because AI has the opportunity to enhance the innovation. So now you see the figures. Case study, practical, real world, business world, what's happening? Marketing sector, they are the early adopter of generative AI technology because it can generate bespoke target marketing. AI is very good in handling big data, large amount of data in a very fast pace of time to implement predictive analytics, big data analytics. And so they can measure some like a bespoke customer experience and customer services. And also they can use all this data to optimize their advertising spend. Then, what kind of products the marketing sector uses? These are just two top products, Jasper AI and HubSpot. Jasper AI generates bespoke content, and HubSpot, it is basically a CRM powered by AI. You know about CRM, Customer Relationship Management System. So what they do, they can do marketing survey, customer survey, and they can study all this pattern about customers' responses, and then they can use this information to basically tailor their marketing campaign. They look at what channel works, what channel doesn't work. This is really, really powerful in marketing sector. Then you've got another case study, retail. So who is using AI? Tesco. So Tesco is a very early adopter of generative AI. More like shortly after the ChatGPT, they started looking at generative AI. They not only they use the Gen AI to enhance their Tesco shoppers' online experience, they also use AI to optimize the supply chain. When you have a supermarket, you order a lot of meat and milk and vegetables. They have sell by day. They plug this to the customer shopping pattern. They look at the historical customer shopping and also festival like Christmas or New Year, people tend to buy more. All this big data together, and then they can anticipate, forecast how much vegetable, how many pints of milk they will order. So as a result, you know what happened? They become the leader in the supermarket sector. They even publish a thought leadership article to showcase or show off their achievement to their other counterpart like Sainsbury's or Rachel's. They, not just on paper, they actually have achieved their KPI, the performance indicator. They reduced the wastage for 20%. So now probably when you go to Tesco, you don't see all the expired meat or expired milk on the shelf or their warehouse because they optimize their supply chain. As the result of that, they also increase profit at 15%. I think it's quite cool, quite impressive. So we talked about, Accenture just fired 11,000 employees 2 weeks ago. And then you got other people, like other companies, big tech companies, they let people go. So exactly what roles will be sacrificed as a result of AI? Let's have a look. First of all, you need to know what AI can do in order to determine what job will go. So in a nutshell, these are only 9 functions generative AI can do. It is more. It is a search engine. So whoever is making a living by going to the internet on a daily basis to do research, like researcher or someone who need to maybe in the office, like administrator, their job will be at risk because for generative AI, instead of compare with the traditional search engine, will give you 500,000 links and then you click one by one. Generative AI will give you a bespoke and more personalized response. So we save people a lot of time. And the second one is just chatbot. Nowadays, a lot of call centers or help desk or customer service, they use chatbot to interact with the customers. So you think, I live long enough to witness in the last 30 years, a lot of companies in Europe and US, they offshore their call center to Asian countries like India and the Philippines. And I also happen to know people, my friends, who happen to be Indian and the Filipino. So they told me that with this automation of the call center technical support, the function will no longer be required to offshore. So UK company, US company can do it virtually. So what happened to these call center operators? And not only that, since the offshoring in Manila and in Mumbai or New Delhi, they actually create a call center economy. It means that they hire people to go to the call center to work from the countryside, and then they have accommodation, rental, supermarket, cinema, coffee shop, restaurants. If the call center closed down in Manila or in New Delhi, not only the call center staff will lose their job, but also restaurant owner, coffee shop owner, rental, supermarket, the whole economy will be impacted. Translation. As you know, AI can translate over 100 languages simultaneously, including sign language. So, human translators, if someone knows about like 4 or 5 languages, I will call them genius. But AI, 100 languages. So I think human translators, including sign language translator, could be affected. Text. Anyone who make a living by creating content, I would say blogger, author, reporters, all these people, when they create content, make a living, now people can just generate the content from the internet. So I'm writing a book, so I will be affected as a human author. Computer code goes without saying, software developers. I would say the entry level because a lot of code can be generated by AI. Summarization. So, people who make a living by reading hundreds and thousands of pages document and summarize the key points. Who do you think they are? Paralegal. People who need to, maybe surveyor, they need to read a lot of documentation about building industries, regulations and all this. And I would say copywriter. Copywriter, they need to digest a lot of information and put something like shorter or punchier. I would say even say advertiser. You know the advertising agents, they create some kind of jingle or strap line or buzzword. That can be just generated by AI. Then multimedia, images, audio, video, can see. I would say photographer, illustrator, artist, musician, graphic designer, camera crew, you know, movie crew, movie director or producer, they all be impacted. I heard a case study just before the ChatGPT came out. There's a big Hollywood production house. They plan to invest $800 million to uplift their Hollywood studio. But when they saw Sora, the version 1 of Sora in February 2024, they paused the project because they are very uncertain that whether they need to have this investment to refit their studio, because with the video generator, they can just generate the battlefield or the Wild West scenario, and then put a couple of A-list Hollywood actors in the front, and then they save so much money. Same as the call center economy, because in Hollywood, you're not just the movie actors or directors, you have the people who actually build the movie scene, construction worker, architects, designer, camera crew, all this. And then they have this economy, like local supermarket, rental accommodation, restaurant, coffee shop, bars. They will be impacted if Hollywood decided to use AI rather than the actual movie scene. Last but not the least, classification, extraction, metadata. For many years, organizations have been using human data analysts to actually manually label, tag, metadata, unstructured data, because unstructured data is just a number of tags. They need to structuralize unstructured data. But now AI can actually automatically label, tag, metadata of unstructured data. But AI is not limited to an application installed on a flat screen computer with a keyboard. AI application can be implemented in hardware in different shapes and forms. Robotic automation. So robotic automation powered by AI can do many things. I just cited the 12 use cases, could be more. From A to Z, let's look at robotic farmer in agriculture, robotic builder, construction worker in the building site, robotic waiter in restaurant, customer services, disaster, robotic rescuer, deploy drone and robot to disaster zone, like after earthquake, after flood, after fire, to rescue people. And then you've got the robotic carer. In a nursing home, robot can lift the elderly person from shifting from the chair and to the bed. And you've got manufacturer, robotic factory worker, assembling car, doing stuff. And in a warehouse, Amazon warehouse, they're already using robot to lift boxes around. And you've got the robotic arms, robotic doctor, performing medical procedures using the robotic arm. Robotic soldier, that is a good thing because it reduces casualty. Robotic miner go to the really deep underground to extract minerals. Security surveillance, how about a robotic security guard, protecting building, facility and properties. Transportation, driverless car, taking people from point A to point B, even the person without a driving license. And now, waste management, recycling, taking out the really unpleasant job from human. So these are the capabilities that robots could be doing. So whoever is doing this thing now, human, could be a challenge. So I have divided 3 types of automation. Fully automation, augmented semi-automation, and brand new jobs emerged as a result of AI, which did not happen before. First of all, we talk about fully automation. Anything to do with routine tasks, mundane tasks, repetitive tasks. For example, you receive the payment, you issue the receipt, or you can upload all the receipt to AI, and AI will generate the profit and loss account. So this probably will not need much about human intervention, and as a result, save time, boost productivity, save money. The second layer is semi-automation, which human and AI work together. It's like a co-pilot or agentic AI. They work together. So it means that, yeah, I ask AI to do things for me. In the agentic AI, apparently, it can send an email on your behalf, it can book your flight, your hotel, yeah. But humans will have the decision. Humans oversight and decision look. Humans will make the decision whether I accept the recommendation or the output or not. As you know, a few days ago, Deloitte had to refund part of the money to the Australian Welfare Department because they actually copy and paste the output from ChatGPT and put in a report. And then, oh, oops, they didn't realize there is something called hallucination in AI. Then the department have someone to review the report and say, where's the citation? The citation, the link is broken, the citation, and the references, they all make up, they all fake. And then they were so embarrassed, then they have to refund part. I think they should refund the full because it's a big PR disaster for Deloitte, especially it's a very reputable consultancy company. So it means that augmentation is so important for Deloitte. They need to really check that. Okay, now, are you ready? That's the fun part. Is jobs actually created as a result of AI? It didn't exist in AI. Again, I lived long enough to witness the technological evolution. So, in the 90s, and early 90s and mid 90s, you start having internet, and then you have this thing called e-commerce. And so, unfortunately, a lot of high street shops had to close down and replaced by online shopping. So, nowadays, travel agent, you know, the high street travel agent, they're all gone because people book their flights on the internet. And what about the salesperson in Blockbuster shop? Because there is no Blockbuster shop on the high street. And what did the people do? And then you're talking about librarian. I live in Barnet. In the last 10 years, I think they closed down at least half the number of the libraries because the council want to save money, but then hardly anyone goes to library to read books anymore because they either read online or something. So there are few jobs disappear. Librarian, Blockbuster salesperson, and high street travel agents, and also shopkeepers. But there are new jobs emerging. E-commerce manager, because someone has to manage the online shop. Social media influencer. I mean, if you asked me 20 years ago that people actually can say BS on YouTube and make money, I will not believe them. But now people full-time as a TikTok, YouTube, whatever, social media influencer, and then they make money as a full-time job. So it means that in the positive side, don't be afraid of AI. AI will replace some jobs, but AI will create more jobs, more opportunities. For me, having been in the industry for 30 years, through and through as an IT industry, I can only share with you my research about the job related to IT field. If you ask me what happened to the lawyer, to the accountant, to the bookkeeper, to the copywriter, to the graphic designer, that is maybe another talk. I need to do some research on it because they're not my area. So, six jobs. They are all IT jobs, and they're all new, brand new. AI trainer. So what is AI trainer? So they train AI, they train the algorithm, they extract the AI data set, and what they need to do, they really need to have a good knowledge about how AI works, how the algorithm works, because they need to make it consistent. They also need to look at any like guardrail, bias, or consistency. Then they also need to have the capability to transfer their knowledge to teach humans. So not only they need technical skills, but also they need communication skills. They need to convey the message clearly to their students. AI, the NLP, the natural language processing. AI, they claim is a natural language, but it's not natural language. The AI has its own language. So we need to have a clear communication skills. Then the second one is actually the most talked about. It's called prompt engineering. Prompt engineering, I mean, you probably, in the last nearly 3 years, you probably have used ChatGPT a lot, and you know what is prompt. Prompt is the communication, the inquiries, the question from the user to the AI tools, and then the prompt in and then prompt back. Then the prompt is the question and answer. And the prompt engineering, it sounds technical, but it's not very technical because it's just a craft that you have to craft the skill how to communicate with the prompt in order to get the optimal result. So how to develop this skill? Not only you need to know the technical skill, how AI works, how prompts work. For example, train of thought or number of shots, scenario-based prompts. But also, the prompt, as a prompt engineer, they need to have linguistic skill. They need to have the linguistic skill to communicate with AI. The AI, they prompt in and prompt back. I give you a very small example. 2 years ago, I did experiments with my friend. He's a professional digital photographer, and I'm just Kitty Hum. We tried Midjourney. In the Midjourney, I said, Midjourney, generate a picture of me of a mountain, a blue sky with the sun, with some birds and flowers and a tree. That's it, yeah. And then it does the job. It has everything I want on the photo. But it looks a bit like mediocre. It's just, okay. My friend, he's a professional digital photographer. He knows all these technical jargons. He even used the hexagon code, the color code too. He has about 600 words of prompt with the angle, the measure, the distance, and opaqueness, the shade, and all this. Oh my God, the output is amazing. It's like a gallery quality painting because he managed to have the sunlight beam down to the floor, semi-opaque. You still the tree behind, but there's a shadow of the sun, and it's really, really amazing. So that is the difference between what linguistic language you know to communicate the prompt. A good prompt engineer can command 75K a year. You can search on LinkedIn job. They are hiring. AI ethicists. AI ethicists is, I would say, is a moral compass of the whole AI thing to champion AI good for the society. AI is a very powerful tool. It's like, I don't know, it's like a hammer. You can use a hammer to build a house, but you can also use a hammer to destroy a house. So we don't want people to use AI for unethical purpose. So AI ethicists, they are the job to encourage, to champion, to advocate the good AI should be unbiased, inclusive, transparent, and basically use AI for good. What do you want to do? You want to use AI to treat cancer, or you want to use AI to hack the bank and steal the money? So the choice is people. So with these AI ethicists, hopefully we can influence more people to use AI to treat cancer rather than hack the bank to steal money. The fourth one is AI data analyst. So you might say, well, data analysts been around for 3 decades. What's the difference between AI data analysts and the traditional data analysts? Traditional data analysts, they analyze the data input by human, the raw data. This data happens in the world. Okay, we stop. AI data analysts, they analyze the data generated by AI, which is synthetic. It is the eyes from AI of the world, which is quite different. AI has never lived in the world for even 1 second. So that AI may turn out something really looks nice and looks sophisticated, but it is the AI data analyst interprets whether this information from AI can be actually any useful to the business. The job of AI data analyst is to translate AI to BI. BI is business intelligence. To become useful, applicable, achievable business intelligence for the organization to use. That's another skill. So what skill does AI data analysts need to know? They need to know AI literacy. They also need to have the strong data mindset in order to combine the skill together. So they need to know, they need to analyze the raw data. They also need to analyze the synthetic data generated by AI. The fifth one is for AI System Service Manager. Again, service managers been around since the computerization. What's the difference between a typical service manager and an AI service manager? From my experience, a non-AI system, you transition from project to system in the live environment, they work pretty static. They work like this on and on until the next upgrade, until the next release. They may have some new features, but no, AI is not. As soon as the AI transition from project to the live environment, the training cycle continues. The training cycle continues, and also AI takes a lot of the conversation through the prompts and to retrain the AI model. So the AI model is getting richer and richer. So the AI system manager have to have the skill to make sure the AI doesn't go wrong. Because AI is so powerful, it can be misbehaved. The AI system service manager is not the job to keep the lights on. It's a lot more than that. In order to keep the lights on, you just keep it like this static way. But what if the AI become crazy or misalignment? They need to have the ability to readjust the training cycle, to maybe change the metric. All this job that falls into because the AI service manager is the one who manages the AI system in the live environment. So that is another skill that they need to acquire. Last but not the least is called AI auditor. IT auditors have been around for many years. They audit the AI system about like cybersecurity or the quality of code and all this. AI auditor, they work side by side with the AI officers. AI officers can do some kind of advocate or champion or just the influence to the business. But AI auditor, they have the power to stop a project or stop a system because they sign off the AI system. They will study the code, the source code. They study the algorithm. They study the data set, whether the data set is ethically maintained. They also look at the cybersecurity permission or all sorts. If they find anything not right, they can actually stop a project or stop a system. In order to be an AI auditor, so people probably need at least a qualified charter auditor qualification, and then with the AI, understand how AI works. So the next one, decision making, I can just sail through because you probably already covered that. So AI, data-backed, data-driven decision making, help business to make a more informed decision. If you make more informed decision, then you achieve your goal, you make less mistakes. And then the other one is AI is a trend forecaster. With the characteristic of AI, can handle big data and predictive data analytics. So AI can give organizations some indicator about what's coming next. very good example about climate change. Yeah, AI can forecast some quite a long way down about the weather. So country or people, they can prepare better in advance. And then supply chain with the AI, because they are very good in historical data, big data. They can look at supply and demand. They can look at the optimization of supply chain and also logistics. They can look at the best route, like shipping route or flying route in the world. In this period of time, it's really important to have a better route plan because of the uncertainty in the Middle East. Suddenly they close the fire zone, and then the ship or the plane, they have to reroute. Reroute costs a lot of money and costs a lot of time. So with the AI, they may have the better prediction. They may look at the geopolitical information and then inject back to the recommendation. And yeah, data interpretation of the output. One of the things about AI data analysts is AI can give people everything they have, but it is at the end of the day, it's the human who make the decision to analyze and interpret the data. It's like AI gives you the what. It is our knowledge, our experience, our real world experience give us the so what. What next? I got this what from AI. What am I going to do with that? So domain-specific knowledge is also really important. Then you have insight generator, AI, big data analytics, streamline operation, and improve customer service and improve collaboration. As I said earlier, with the AI, we can use this recommendation to streamline the operations. So we use in the operation side, like in the factory or in the warehouse or logistics, then you have this algorithm to optimize the operation process, the process and optimization. That you with the AI, you can increase the productivity, efficiency, and also the business performance. So that's the operation AI workflow. And now, come to my last part, is what's the influence of AI in the workplace? The first one is, you will say hybrid working model. You will say, well, hybrid working model happened well before generative AI. What's the added value of generative AI contribute to the hybrid working model? I will say two things, translation and summarization. I need to push, translation, summarization. Now you can use AI to translate your transcript. And also you can use AI to summarize your transcript and get, if you have online meeting, and then you can get the key points and actions from AI. And another contribution of AI in the workplace is report set, I didn't make it up, 30% productivity gain. Promote inclusion, because AI has translation ability, and also AI can generate some more bespoke training module to help people maybe with visual impairment or hearing impairment. And so that's how AI can encourage inclusivity and DE&I. And then with the data-backed, data-driven decision-making, AI can make an organization more transparent, and people raise their trust of the organization. And then, enhancing creativity. You might say, well, how AI can't think, how can AI improve creativity? AI can help people to take away the blank page syndrome. You go to a brainstorming workshop with a blank page. then you have to discuss a lot. But if you do the housework, you go to the meeting with some guidelines from AI, then you can start the conversation. And that's how I said creativity. And efficiency, yeah, already. Okay, opportunity. We have a lot of opportunities. The world is not going to run out of problems. We can leverage AI, generate AI to solve global problems. Climate change, natural disaster, cybersecurity, pollution, drug discovery, cancer, make the wheelchair user walk again, social justice. So use this data to recommend United Nations or NATO to do something about economic equality, social injustice, or geopolitical conflict. So how to stay ahead? You need to have these 5 steps. Number 1, you need to be mentally, emotionally, physically prepared to change. Once you have the mindset, you prepare, then you use AI tools to boost your productivity. Then you apply AI literacy, prompt engineering, develop AI, data analytics, cybersecurity, and last one is something that you can free up all your time because you use AI to focus on the human touch. Innovation, curiosity, thought leadership, empathy, strategy. Because this is the thinking that AI still hasn't got yet. But how? How to do it? There are different ways. Formal education, a degree course is only one of the channels. It's not the only. You can register with professional body like BCS, IBA, and IEEE. You can do shadowing industry experience at the events like this conference, share knowledge, compare notes, mentorship. You find someone who's better than you, more experienced than you. Networking, talk to people. This is really important. AI only knows anything, everything on the data set. AI doesn't know anything in people's head. When you talk to people, what do you get? You get tacit knowledge. It means that the knowledge is not written down. Really important. Go out to yourself, talk to people, online learning. So many free courses, either Udemy, LinkedIn, Learning, and Coursera. You have no excuse not to be able to upskill yourself. Conclusion, we know jobs will be replaced by AI, but we also need to be prepared. Use AI as a tool, not a threat. You have to prepare, adapt to change, and use and also harness the AI capability to help you grow. Last word, key takeaway. AI might replace your job, but not you. Only if you can change and adapt. Thank you so much. I don't think I have time for I'm done now.
All right, thank you very much. Can we give her another round of applause? Thank you very much, Kitty. That was a mouthful. I learned a lot, massively. Thank you very much.
I don't think there's ever been a more exciting time to be working in tech. And I'm hoping that the world of tech is about to change. So having...
I'm really grateful to be participating today. I can't stay very long because I've got some other things to do. My phone is switched off. As a consequence of this, I'm going to give you a short opening speech, introduce myself, introduce the building.